Hi guys, welcome to another video by Elios Design Studio. In this video I'm going to be giving this template away for free. You'll find a link in the description to go to my site to download this, again for totally free, and then I'm going to be showing you how to install it, and it will only take about 20 minutes. So this template is full with really cool features, so you'll have different pages for particular blogs that you have, different categories, different sections, you'll have a sidebar, you'll have latest blogs coming up here. You can have some links to some videos down the bottom on the sidebar, and some really nice sections that really makes the kind of template flow. Even a map if you want to put on where you're based. Obviously this is optional, you can easily take this off if you don't want it. You'll also be able to link your blog up to your Instagram account. Now if this sounds good and you want this template for completely free, then please follow this video. Please go to the link in the description and download the files from my website. You will need WordPress to be able to install these templates, so you will need a hosting account. There's a link in the description to download SiteGround and install that. If you need assistance with that, there's a video in the top right where you'll be able to follow along and subscribe to that. There's also a link in the description to Elementor Pro, which you will also need, which is a premium plugin, so you get all the customization and design that you see on screen now. So please find that link, click that. If you need assistance with that, there's a video in the top right now where you'll be able to follow along as I do it and subscribe to Elementor Pro. So hopefully now you've clicked on the link and you've downloaded the files, so now it's time to build our website. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to head to our dashboard on WordPress. We're just going to install one plugin so that we can install our templates. So if we head over to plugins, go on to add new, we're just going to search for template kit in the search bar, and then it's going to be the first one here, template kit import, so install now, and then activate. Once that's activated, if you hover over tools on the left hand side and you go down to template kit, if you click anywhere in this box and then find the file that you've just downloaded from my website with the actual template, so click that. So there would have been two files that you've downloaded, one called page templates and one template kit. So it's the template kit that we need to install here, so do not click page templates, that's going to be installed using a different method. So yeah, click template kit and then open that. That will bring up this page. You'll have the global kit styles, your single post template, the footer and the header. So also there'll be some install requirements. This is basically the plugins that you need for this template to work. So if you click on install requirements, it will come up with a list of all different plugins. All we have to do is install above selected requirements. I've attached these plugins to the template so that it works perfectly first time, and then just close when that's done. Now here it will say ignore requirements, that's because we need Elementor Pro. So the next thing we're going to do is install Elementor Pro onto our WordPress. So if you head back over to plugins on the left hand side, add new, you may get this box pop up, but just go back over the plugins and go and add new again. And this time we're going to upload plugin, and you're going to find the Elementor Pro file that you've now downloaded. If you haven't done this yet, there's a link in the top right of the video now where you can watch the video on installing Elementor Pro. There's a link in the description that takes you directly to Elementor Pro where you'll be able to download it and subscribe. So yeah, please click that link now. Once done, then please find the file. Once found, install now, and then make sure you activate plugin. You should get this box pop up on the top here where you need to connect and activate Elementor Pro, so just click that and then simply activate. I always untick that, but yeah, activate. And now it's linked with your website. Now we need to head back over to our template kit, so go over to tools, go down to template kit again, view install kit, and now we're simply going to import our templates. So always start with global kit styles because this is the formatting of the website, your fonts, your sizes, your color scheme, etc. So click this one first and then just import all the other ones. Once that is done, we're just going to make sure that our header and footer are displaying across the site properly. So if you go over to the left and hover over templates and go on to the theme builder. So these are the templates we've just installed. Now you'll notice it'll either say 4 or 5 here. So if you click here, if you see something called default kit, now this may or may not come up on your site. If it does come up, you need to send this to the trash. It has to be deleted, because otherwise the formatting won't be correct and our kit styles won't be displaying across the website. So please check here, always click the all here, and then if you see default kit, just send that to the trash. You'll get this box pop up, but just press delete. Okay, the next thing we need to do is just make sure our header and footer are displaying. So if you just go and hover over the header and then go on to edit with Elementor, this is where we can change the header and it will display across all our pages across our website. So if you want to change the image, simply click the 6 dots at the top here and then go over to style, and then you'll be able to change the image here and upload the image that you want for your home page. If you want to change the text, then simply click into it and you'll be able to just type in here whatever title you want on your website, and this will display across all pages on your site. Now for some reason when we install the templates, we need to just do one thing that will ensure it displays across the entire site. So if you go to the arrow down the bottom here next to where it says update and then display conditions, it already says entire site and it should already be displaying across the entire site, but for some reason you do need to just come into here and just simply save and close. That's all you need to do, and now this actually should be displaying across your entire site along with the footer and the blog posts, etc. So we're just going to check that now. So if we come out of here, that's all saved. If this is green here on the update, and just click that. If you go to the 3 lines at the top and then go exit to dashboard, and now we're just going to click up here where it says my WordPress. So just click that, and what should happen is you should see the header. Now you'll see this, you'll probably see hello world. This is just a sample blog that WordPress install. And now you can obviously see the footer as well. This is a bit big, but we can obviously alter that on the footer. So if we go back to the dashboard, all we have to do is click this or go to the dashboard here. If we go back over to templates, go into theme builder, and then just go into the footer, edit with Elementor, and now you'll get this page come up. You will see the header displaying here, but you can't edit that. This is where you can edit your footer, so just click into each section, change it as you want it to be displayed on your site, change the writing, you can change the formatting if you want, but that is all done for you if you want it in this style. If you want to change your logo, just click into this, and again just choose another image, and here you can choose different images here. Just click into any one of these, you'll get this box pop up under content, click into that, and then you'll be able to add to gallery, so you can just upload whatever photos you want on the bottom of your page. Once you've made your changes, make sure you press update. We don't need to go back over to display conditions because that is already taking place across our site, so we simply just need to click the 3 lines and exit to dashboard. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is actually install the page templates. So if we head over to the left hand side, go over to templates and just click, you'll see that no templates found, but if you click all the templates will pop up. Again, if you see a template called default kit, please delete that, send that to the trash. You don't want to be seeing that because otherwise the formatting won't be correct. So on this template, on this install, you should just see these 4 come up for now. So what we're going to do now is just install the remaining templates. So if we go over to the top here and just go on import templates and then choose file. Now this time we're going to choose the file called page templates, so open that one up and then import now. Now you'll see a list of all the page templates that we've just installed. Just before we continue, we're just going to change the theme of the website. So if we hover over appearance and go onto themes here, you'll see that this one is already installed. This is 2021. You may have a different one that's automatically installed, but we're going to add new. We're going to search for one called Hello Elementor. So just type in hello, and it's the middle one here, Hello Elementor. Just install that and then activate. So now we're ready to actually create our pages. So go over to the left hand side here, click on pages. You'll see 2 sample ones here, just ignore those for now. And we're just going to go to add new. It's better if you hold Control and left click just to open up a new tab, and then we can simply close that tab when we're done and come back to this page. So just hold Control and left click, and we're going to call this one home, as this is going to be our home page. Then simply edit with Elementor. So once loaded up, your page will look very much like the demo. You will obviously need to change the images for the images you want, and the text. To change the images in these boxes, for example, just click the 6 dots and then go over to Style and then simply upload your image. If you want to change the titles here, which you will need to, just simply click into it and then change it here under the Content tab. Again, just click down the page. Obviously this isn't displaying with your posts because we haven't uploaded those to the site yet, but we will do that shortly. And it's the same for anything else here. To change the image in the background, click the 6 dots, go over to Style, and then upload your image. Just keep going down, click into this, change the text. Everything here is customizable. It can all be changed. If you want something different here, do that. If you want to get rid of the map, then just click the X and that'll get rid of that section. And again, for these logos, these are just sample logos, and just click into each one under the content. Sometimes it's under the content, sometimes it's under the style. It does vary depending on what section it is. On this one it is the content, and then just choose your image. Or if you don't want this at all, let's just click the X and it will delete that section. So just do that for each section that you want changed. Now obviously here under the featured blog, it's not displaying any because we haven't uploaded any posts yet. And if you notice here, the sidebar isn't displaying, so we just need to import that. That has been imported in the template install, so all we need to do that, we just click in to the grey box here. This will pop up on the left hand side, and we're going to just go on the drop down. You'll be able to type in, and we're going to type inside. It'll automatically come up here. Click the sidebar, and then your sidebar will display here. Once done, press publish or update at the bottom. It depends whether you've published it already, but you probably haven't, so press publish or update, and then we can simply close that tab and go back to the dashboard. Once back at the dashboard, if you don't see home displaying, just refresh the page and then home will pop up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting our posts onto WordPress. But first we're going to start inputting our categories so we can easily assign our blogs to a category when we actually put the blog on the system. So if we first head over to posts, just hover over that and go down to categories. Now you'll get this page displaying. You'll always have this option here under categorized, because if it's not assigned, it will automatically get assigned to this. You can't delete this category. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start inputting our own categories. So the first one I'm going to just put in is Europe. Just simply hit enter, and then we'll have South America, enter, then we'll have Australia, maybe United Kingdom, North America. Just for demonstration. I'm also going to have a featured category. We'll have a favorites category, and that'll do for now for the demonstration. So now we've done that and you've entered in all your categories. You can always add in extra ones if you need to after you've put your posts on, but now we're going to start putting our posts onto the system. So if we go over to posts on the left hand side and go on to add new, you just put in your title on the top bit here. I'm just going to call this one My Trip to Paris. So this one is going to be edited on WordPress itself. We're not going to go into Elementor to do this. It's all going to be done on here, but the global kit styles have been installed, so your posts, once they're on, will be displaying really nice on the page. But I'll show you exactly how that's displaying after we've put on a couple of posts. So once you put your title in here, if you click down here, this is where you're going to enter your text for your blog. So you may have already created this on Microsoft Word and it's just a case of copy and pasting. If not, you can just type direct on here. For the demonstration, I'm just going to put sample text on to make it easier. Now once your text is on, you can input anything you want into this blog. You can put new headings, you can put quotes, you can put tables, images, gallery, audio if you want that. If you just go down the list here, there's so much you can put onto the actual blog itself. But for the demonstration, I'm simply going to put an image on. So all you need to do is go to the plus sign up here, add a block, and then I'm just going to select image. I'm just going to upload the image, and then you can change where it displays on the page. Just click into it. You'll have arrows here. You can move it up and down. But yeah, don't display it underneath the title, because that is where our featured image is going to go. Okay, the next thing we need to do is just do the categories in the featured image. So if you go over to the right hand column here and go over to post, make sure it's on post, and then we're going to go down to categories, and we're just going to choose Europe, and let's put this on featured, and let's put it on favorites. So we're just going to have those 3 categories. Then we're going to go down to the featured image, and we're just going to choose our main image for the blog. For this one, I'm just going to upload a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and then set featured image, and then that will be our blog. And then once done, press publish and publish again. Now it will display very basic on this page, but this is not how it's going to display on our site. So I'll show you now exactly how this is going to display. So if we go back to the dashboard, now if we go on to my trip to Paris, and we're just going to view, now the blog will come up on the page, and this is how it displays on our page, which is a lot nicer. It flows really well, and you'll have related posts at the bottom. Obviously it's hello world, that's a sample one, and obviously people can leave a reply on the bottom, and you've got your footer as well. So that's displaying really nicely. So if we go back to the dashboard, if we go back over to posts, now the easiest way to create a new post after this is you should have a button here when you hover under your blog saying clone this. So if you click that, it'll basically just make a copy of the blog we've just done. So if we just quick edit, change the title, and I'm just going to call this one My Trip to Melbourne. We can actually change the categories here in the quick edit as well. So I'm going to take off the Europe one, and I'll have it as let's take off the feature, let's just have it on favorites, and then we'll find the Australia category, and then we're just going to update. And now if we go into it and edit, and now you can simply change the text, change the image, just click on the image and replace, upload a new one. Category's already done, go over to post. If not, you can just select them here, and here obviously change your featured image. Once done, just press publish and publish again. And I've just quickly changed those images, but yeah, now go back to the dashboard and then just simply repeat that process for every blog that you want on your site. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to create separate pages on our website. So we'll have a menu across the top where people can search for a particular category. So we can have Europe, Australia, South America, etc. across the top. And then when they click on to that page, it will obviously only display blogs associated with that country. So that's a really simple process to do. So let's do that now. So if we go over to pages and go on to add new, just hover over it and add new. We're just going to call this one Europe, and we're going to edit with Elementor. Again, you'll get the header and footer displaying. So now we're just going to go onto the folder icon, and we're going to go over to My Templates, and we have a Europe template here. Now this doesn't matter, it can be any one of these, food, Australia, etc. We're just going to choose Europe because it's just more straightforward, because we are having one called Europe anyway. But say if you were doing, a blog to do with food and drink, then you can always install this Europe one and then just make changes to it. So press insert. So all you need to do here is change the title. So I'm obviously going to keep it as Europe because this is to do with Europe trips. If you're doing one for food, then type in food, whatever category that is. If it's a lifestyle blog, then just type in whatever title you have for that particular category. Now, as you can see here, the two blogs I've put onto the system are displaying. Now, obviously, Melbourne is not in Europe, so we only want the category Europe to display onto this page. So all you have to do that is click into it, anywhere there. Under the content, we need to scroll down to the bottom and we need to go to query. Now you need to have term in this box, so if it doesn't say term, just press the plus and choose term, but it already does and it should already be on there for you. And now in this box here under term, you just need to type in that category you're looking for. So in this case it's Europe, so it should come up automatically. Yep, click that, and now only blogs associated with that category will display on the page. And then simply press publish. Now if we head back to the dashboard, 3 lines, and then exit to dashboard, press the WordPress icon here to go back, and now we're just going to repeat that process for blogs for Australia. So the easiest way to do this is just hover over the page you've just created and then clone this. Again, go on to quick edit, and we're just going to call this one Australia. That's all we need to do, and then press update, and then we're just going to click into it, and then we're just going to go on to edit with Elementor, and we're just going to change the title to Australia blogs. We're going to click into the actual blog itself, and we're going to go down to the bottom on the content tab to query, and we're just going to change this. So we're going to get rid of Europe and we're just going to type in Australia, and it will automatically come up as we start typing. Select that, and now only blogs associated with Australia will come up onto this page. Then press publish, and then return to the dashboard, 3 lines, exit to dashboard, and then WordPress icon again to return. Okay, now we need to basically display that menu, so we want Australia and Europe to be on a menu at the top of our page so people can easily see it and easily click on it. So to do that, we're going to hover over appearance and we're going to go down to menus. Now one will automatically pop up, but we're going to remove some of this, so we don't want a sample page. Let's get rid of that home. Actually keep the Elementor one. You'll probably have 2 homes come up. Just get rid of the custom link one, and we'll just have it as home. Let's just do that, and you can move things around. So we're just going to have it like that, home Australia and then Europe. If you want to add in new pages, all you have to do is go onto the left hand side here. If you go on view all, you'll see a list of all of your pages on your site. All you have to do is just click into them and then add to menu, but we've already got the ones we want on this menu. So once you've done that, create menu. We're going to make sure it's the primary menu, and once that is ticked, make sure that one is ticked. We're going to save menu, and now before we move on, we just need to tell WordPress what our home page is. So we need to tell WordPress that this page here, home, is going to be our home page, so that's what people will click on when they go onto our domain. So to do that, we're going to hover over appearance and we're going to go on customize. This page will pop up and the archives will just display because we haven't told WordPress what our home page is. So we're going to go over to home page settings, and we're going to go to a static page. On the drop down, on the home page drop down, we're going to just choose home, and then we're going to publish. Now if you press the X in the top left, it will take us back to the dashboard, and now we're just going to view our page, view our site by clicking this at the top here. It says My WordPress, click that, and now we can see at the top here we've got the categories, so we can click into say Australia, and it will come up with the Australian blogs. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is just change some settings on the website. So if we go back to the dashboard, if you go to the left hand menu and just go on to settings, now your domain will display here. What you need to do is you need to put an S after HTTP. You need to do it on that one, and you need to do that one. Basically that means that your site will be secure. You should have already installed an SSL certificate on your hosting provider. If you haven't done that, you will need to do that because you want to have your site secure, especially if you've got payments on your site. You simply won't be able to process payments if you don't have an SSL certificate. So please do put an S on at the end of this. You can put the title of your site on the top here. So we're just going to call this Elios123 just for demonstration purposes. Once that's done, if you go down to here where it says membership, just tick that. That means anyone can register to your site, they can subscribe, they can get your updates, etc. You can change all the times and the dates here, but for now we're just going to keep it as that. You can change your tagline as well. I'm just going to remove that, and then once done, just save changes. It will then kick you out of WordPress, but then you simply just need to log in again. And if you have an SSL certificate installed and you have changed that to HTTPS, then you should get a lock sign displaying on the top left next to your domain. You can't see it on my screen because it is hidden, but you will be able to see that on your site. Okay, so now if we just go back to our home page just to make sure everything is looking as it should. So we're just going to go to pages and then under home, edit with Elementor. If we scroll down, we can see my latest blogs, that's displaying properly. If we scroll down to where it says my featured blog, if you click into this, we just need to make sure that the featured query is selected. So go to content, go down to query, and then we're going to go on to the plus sign here, press term, and then we're going to type in featured because we've already put in that category. If you haven't, then go back and add that. Just click that, and then only the featured blogs will appear. Now we haven't actually put any under featured yet, but they will display. And then just update the page. So now you should have a live blog site. You should have all your different categories on the page. You should have changed all of this so your blogs are appearing on the home page. If you want to edit anything on each page, all you have to do is just click into it and then edit the images, the text, the coloring if you need to. And all you have to do is do the process of adding the posts, and they'll automatically pop up on each page, on each category page, without having to do anything else. All you have to do is assign it to a particular category, and then it will display. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please give it a thumbs up. If it hasn't, give it a thumbs down. Tell me why, just so I can improve on future videos. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out regular content on how to build these type of sites, giving you free templates. We're also going to be doing e-commerce templates so you can have a fully functioning e-commerce store. So if you're interested in that, then please hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.